What if I told you that my 78-year-old neighbor, Margaret, climbs 3 flights of stairs every day while her friends struggle with their mailbox walk? The difference isn't genetics or expensive treatments. It's 6 specific vitamins hiding in foods you already eat. I'm Dr. Sarah Chen, and over 20 years of working with seniors, I've discovered that leg weakness isn't inevitable aging. It's often nutritional starvation. Today, I'm revealing the 6 vitamins that can transform tired, heavy legs into your strongest asset, even if you're already in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. But here's the twist. The most powerful vitamin for leg strength isn't what any doctor would guess. It's probably sitting in your kitchen right now, and you have no idea of its hidden power. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some 80-year-olds hike mountains, while others need help getting to their car. More importantly, you'll know exactly what to do about it, starting today. Ready to discover what's been missing from your muscle strength equation? Let's dive in. Vitamin number 6. Vitamin D, the foundation. But before we start, let me ask you something. When you stand up from a chair, do your legs feel heavy or unsteady for those first few steps? Vitamin D is our number 6, and it's the foundation everything else builds on. Think of vitamin D as the key that unlocks your muscles' ability to contract properly. Without it, you're trying to drive a car with a dying battery. Everything feels sluggish and unreliable. Let me tell you about Margaret, the neighbor I mentioned. 3 years ago, at 75, she was using the elevator religiously and avoiding stairs whenever possible. Her doctor had checked her heart, lungs, blood pressure. Everything looked normal. But when I suggested testing her vitamin D levels, we discovered they were barely detectable. Here's what happened next. Within 6 weeks of optimizing her vitamin D status through smart food choices and targeted supplementation, Margaret was taking stairs occasionally. Within 3 months, she preferred them to elevators. Today, at 78, those 3 flights are just part of her daily routine. She didn't just get her strength back, she got her confidence back. Research from Tufts University shows that seniors with optimal vitamin D levels have 20% stronger leg muscles and experience 40% fewer mobility limitations as they age. But here's what most people don't know. As we age, our skin becomes 75% less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight. So even if you're outside every day, you might be running on empty. Your body has to convert vitamin D twice before your muscles can actually use it. This process becomes less efficient with age, which is why seniors often need higher intake levels to achieve the same benefits younger people get from lower doses. Fatty fish like salmon twice a week isn't just heart healthy, it's leg healthy. Fortified milk, egg yolks, and here's a crucial tip. Take any vitamin D supplement with a meal containing healthy fats like avocado, nuts, or olive oil. This simple trick can triple your absorption. Have you ever had your vitamin D levels tested? Drop a comment and let me know. I'm curious how many of you might be running low without realizing it. The next vitamin is even more sneaky in how it affects your legs, and most people have no idea they're deficient. Vitamin B5. Vitamin B12, the nerve and energy connection. Vitamin B12 is like the electrical system in your house. When it's working, you don't think about it. When it's not, nothing works right, and you can't figure out why. B12 does 2 crucial things for your legs. It builds the red blood cells that carry oxygen to your muscles, and it maintains the protective coating around your nerves. Think of your nerves like electrical wires. B12 keeps the insulation intact so signals from your brain reach your leg muscles clearly and quickly. My friend Janet, a 68-year-old retired teacher, started having what she called clumsy days. She'd feel unsteady going upstairs, stumble occasionally, and her family was genuinely worried about early cognitive decline. Her regular doctor couldn't find anything wrong. When we tested her B12 levels, they were critically low, probably from years of taking antacids for heartburn, which blocks B12 absorption. Within 3 months of addressing this deficiency, Janet was steady on her feet again. Her daughter called me in tears, saying it was like getting her mom back. That's the life-changing power of B12 when you get it right. Here's what makes B12 deficiency so insidious. It creeps up gradually. You might first notice tingling in your toes, then your legs feel heavy after walking. Maybe you're more tired than usual. Most people dismiss these as normal aging, but they're often signs of B12 starvation. Johns Hopkins research shows that people with optimal B12 levels walk 18% faster and demonstrate significantly better balance. That's the difference between confidently crossing a street and feeling anxious about making it across in time. After age 50, your stomach produces less acid, which means you absorb less B12 from food, even if you're eating plenty of meat and dairy. Add common medications like blood pressure pills or acid reducers, and you're in real trouble. The solution? Many people find that B12 supplements that dissolve under your tongue work better than pills because they bypass your digestive system entirely. Include B12-rich foods like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy in your diet. If you're vegetarian or take medications that interfere with absorption, consider sublingual B12 supplements after consulting your doctor. Quick self-check. Do your legs feel heavy when you start walking? Or do you notice tingling in your feet at night? These could be early B12 warning signs. Let me know in the comments what you've experienced. Our next vitamin is one most people only think about during cold season, but it's absolutely critical for keeping your legs strong and pain-free. Vitamin number 4. Vitamin C, the collagen builder. When you think vitamin C, you probably think immune system. But here's what surprised me when I first learned it. Vitamin C is the master architect that builds and maintains the scaffolding holding your muscles together. Every single day, your muscles experience microscopic damage just from normal use, walking, climbing stairs, even standing up. Vitamin C oversees the constant repair project, making sure everything gets rebuilt stronger than before. I learned this lesson personally. When training for a marathon in my 50s, despite consistent training, I kept having muscle soreness that lingered for days. A sports nutritionist suggested tracking my vitamin C intake, and I was shocked. Some days I was getting almost none from whole foods. Within 2 weeks of adding fresh bell peppers, strawberries, and broccoli to my daily routine, my recovery time cut in half. My legs felt springier, more resilient. It wasn't placebo effect. It was basic biochemistry finally working properly. Your muscles aren't just floating fibers. They're held together by collagen, like an intricate web of support cables. Without enough vitamin C, this web becomes weak and brittle. Imagine scaffolding made of rope instead of steel cables. That's what happens to your muscle structure during vitamin C deficiency. If you're over 60, you probably need up to 400 milliliters of vitamin C daily, not the 75 to 90 milliliters on most recommendations. Why? Because oxidative stress, essentially cellular rust, increases dramatically as we age, and vitamin C is your primary rust remover. Studies show that people with higher vitamin C intake report significantly less perceived effort during the same activities. The same walk that used to leave you winded becomes comfortable and enjoyable. Vitamin C helps your muscles access fuel more efficiently by supporting carnitine production, which shuttles fuel into your muscle cells' power plants. Without enough vitamin C, you have fuel sitting around that your muscles can't access, like having a full gas tank with a broken fuel pump. Your body can't store much vitamin C, so spread it throughout the day. An orange with breakfast, bell pepper strips with lunch, berries as an afternoon snack. Fresh, colorful fruits and vegetables are your best sources. The fresher, the better, since vitamin C degrades quickly. Take a mental inventory. How many fresh, colorful fruits and vegetables did you eat yesterday? If you're struggling to remember, your muscles might be running on empty. The next vitamin is your muscles' personal bodyguard, protecting them from damage that accumulates every single day. Vitamin number 1. Vitamin B6, the protein processor. Here it is, the vitamin that shocked me when I first discovered its connection to leg strength. Vitamin B6 is like the master chef in your body's kitchen, taking the protein you eat and transforming it into the building blocks your muscles desperately need. You can eat all the protein in the world, but without adequate B6, it's like having all the ingredients for a gourmet meal, but no one who knows how to cook. Your muscles literally cannot rebuild and repair themselves properly without this crucial processor. Let me share Sarah's story. At 71, she felt strong enough for activities, but always had that heavy legs feeling when starting to move. Walking to her mailbox felt like a major undertaking for the first few steps, then gradually became easier. She thought it was just age catching up. We discovered her B6 levels were borderline low, not deficient enough to cause obvious symptoms, but low enough to impair muscle function. After 6 weeks of focusing on B6-rich foods like bananas, chicken, and tuna, she called me excited. "It's like someone oiled the gears in my legs." I see this constantly. People eating plenty of protein, chicken, fish, beans, dairy, but still experiencing muscle weakness and slow recovery. They're doing everything right on paper, but their bodies can't access the benefits because they're missing this crucial key. B6 is involved in over 100 enzymatic reactions, but its role in protein metabolism is absolutely critical for muscle strength. Without it, you're essentially eating expensive protein that your body can't fully utilize. B6's power goes far beyond protein processing. It's crucial for producing neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that tell your muscles when and how to contract. Without adequate B6, this communication system becomes unreliable. Your brain sends the signal, "Walk confidently," but your legs receive a weak, unclear message. The result? That heavy, unresponsive feeling that so many people mistake for inevitable aging. B6 controls how efficiently your muscles can access their stored energy, particularly during the first few minutes of activity. Dutch research found that seniors with adequate B6 could access their muscle energy stores 25% more efficiently during the crucial first 2 minutes of activity. That sluggish feeling when you first stand up or start walking? That's often your muscles struggling to access their immediate energy stores due to inadequate B6. Perhaps most exciting is B6's role in muscle stem cell function, your muscle's ability to repair and grow new tissue. Research suggests that maintaining optimal B6 status can preserve up to 60% more of this youthful, regenerative potential. For seniors, this means muscles that not only maintain strength better, but actually retain more capacity to rebuild after periods of illness or reduced activity. B6 also affects nighttime leg cramps and restless leg sensations by helping produce GABA, a neurotransmitter that keeps muscles relaxed when they should be. Many people find that optimizing B6 intake significantly improves sleep quality and reduces nighttime leg discomfort. B6 works particularly well with magnesium in over 30 reactions related to energy production and muscle contraction. University of Maryland research found that seniors receiving both nutrients showed 42% greater improvement in functional leg strength compared to those receiving either nutrient alone. Getting B6 is easier than you think. Bananas, chicken, tuna, salmon, potatoes, and fortified cereals. The key is consistency. Spread intake across meals rather than one large dose. Quick mental check. Think about yesterday's meals. Did you include any B6-rich foods? Small additions like a banana with breakfast can make a meaningful difference surprisingly quickly. What makes B6 our number one isn't just its individual power, it's how it amplifies the benefits of all the other vitamins we've discussed, acting like the conductor of an orchestra. So there you have it. The 6 vitamins that can transform weak, tired legs into your strongest asset, even if you're already in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. Quick recap. Vitamin D provides the foundation for muscle contraction. B12 maintains nerve communication and energy transport. Vitamin C builds and repairs the collagen scaffolding. Vitamin E protects against daily muscle damage. Vitamin K directs calcium to strengthen bones and muscles. B6 processes protein and optimizes muscle communication. Here's what I want you to remember most. Leg weakness isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's often a sign that your muscles aren't getting the nutritional support they need. The difference between people who stay strong and independent and those who struggle isn't luck or genetics. It's often as simple as giving their bodies the right nutrients consistently. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start with 1 or 2 changes. Add a handful of nuts to your routine, include more colorful vegetables, or consider having your B12 and vitamin D levels tested. Small, consistent changes compound over time. The actions you take today are an investment in your future independence and vitality. Which of these 6 vitamins do you think you might be missing most? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single comment and often reply with personalized suggestions. If this information has been helpful, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I regularly share science-backed strategies for healthy aging, and I don't want you to miss insights that could transform your quality of life. Think about someone in your life who might benefit from this information. Share this video with them. Sometimes the most powerful gift we can give is knowledge that can change someone's life. Your legs have carried you through every adventure, every challenge, every joy in your life. Now it's time to give them the support they need to carry you confidently into whatever comes next. Remember, it's never too late to start getting stronger. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore the surprising foods that can boost these vitamins naturally. Stay strong. Vitamin number 3. Vitamin E. The muscle shield. Muscle shield. Vitamin E is like having a 24/7 security team protecting your muscle cells. Every time you move, and I mean every single movement, your muscles generate free radicals, tiny sparks that can damage muscle fibers if left unchecked. Without adequate vitamin E, it's like having a security system with dead batteries. The damage accumulates day after day until your muscles become weak and take forever to recover from even simple activities. My neighbor Tom, at 74, was an avid gardener but started dreading weekend yard work because his legs would ache for days afterward. He thought his gardening days were numbered and was considering giving up his beloved hobby. When we examined his diet, he was eating well overall but getting almost no vitamin E. We made 2 simple changes, added a handful of sunflower seeds to his morning routine, and switched to cooking with olive oil instead of processed vegetable oil. Within a month, he was back to full weekend garden sessions with minimal soreness. The revelation? Tom's muscles had the strength. They just lacked the protection to handle the work without excessive damage and slow recovery. Your leg muscles contain some of the highest concentrations of mitochondria, your cells' power plants, in your entire body. These energy factories are incredibly vulnerable to damage as you age, but vitamin E acts like a protective shield around them. University of Wisconsin research found that people over 70 with optimal vitamin E levels had 15% more efficient energy production in their leg muscles. That's the difference between feeling energetic on a walk versus feeling like you're dragging yourself along. Vitamin E helps maintain your muscles' repair crews, specialized cells responsible for fixing damage and building new muscle tissue when needed. With adequate vitamin E, these crews stay active and efficient. Without it, they become sluggish, meaning you never fully recover from yesterday's activities before today's activities add more stress. Vitamin E actually exists in 8 different forms in nature, each protecting different parts of your muscle cells. Foods like walnuts, almonds, and sunflower seeds contain multiple forms working together, giving you comprehensive protection that single-form supplements often can't match. Getting vitamin E is delicious and simple. A small handful of mixed nuts, cooking with olive oil, adding avocado to salads. Brazil nuts are particularly valuable because they provide both vitamin E and selenium, nutrients that work together like dance partners to amplify each other's protective effects. Think about your last few meals. Did they include nuts, seeds, or healthy oils? Small changes here can dramatically improve your muscle protection without any major diet overhaul. Speaking of protection, our next vitamin doesn't just protect, it actively directs traffic in your body, making sure calcium strengthens what needs strengthening. Vitamin number 2. Vitamin K, the calcium director. If calcium is the construction material for strong bones and muscles, then vitamin K is the foreman who tells it exactly where to go. Without this crucial vitamin, calcium can end up in all the wrong places. stiffening your arteries while leaving your bones and muscles weak. Think of vitamin K as your body's GPS system for calcium. With good directions, calcium builds strong bones and helps muscles contract powerfully. Without those directions, calcium gets lost and can actually cause more harm than good. My patient Dorothy came to me at 69, frustrated because she'd been taking calcium and vitamin D religiously for years but was still losing strength and suffering painful leg cramps that woke her up at night. Her bone scans looked fine, but her functional strength was declining. When we added vitamin K-rich foods to her routine, daily salads with dark leafy greens sautéed in olive oil, her muscle cramps disappeared within weeks, and her strength tests improved by over 25% in 3 months. All that calcium she'd been taking finally had proper directions on where to go. Vitamin K comes in 2 primary forms. K1 from leafy greens primarily handles blood clotting, but K2 from fermented foods and animal products is the real muscle and bone champion. Japanese research on natto, fermented soybeans, found that people eating it regularly maintained leg strength comparable to individuals 8 to 10 years younger. The secret? Natto is loaded with K2, which prevents calcium from stiffening muscle fibers while ensuring it strengthens bones. Vitamin K activates a protein called osteocalcin, which doesn't just build bones. It functions as a hormone that improves how your muscles use energy. Tufts. University studies found that seniors with higher vitamin K intake had 31% better insulin sensitivity in their muscle tissue, meaning their legs could access and use energy more efficiently. Here's a crucial concept. Strong muscles prevent falls, and strong bones survive them if falls do happen. Vitamin K uniquely supports both systems simultaneously. 7-year research tracking seniors found that those with higher vitamin K intake experience 65% fewer fractures, with much of the protection coming from better muscle function preventing falls in the first place. Getting more vitamin K is both delicious and simple. Big salads with dark, leafy greens several times a week. Lightly sautéed spinach or kale as side dishes. The key is cooking leafy greens lightly in healthy fat like olive oil. This dramatically increases absorption. If you're on blood-thinning medications, don't avoid vitamin K. Work with your doctor to balance it properly. Consistency is key, not avoidance. Now, are you ready for the vitamin that surprised even me? The one that could be the missing link you've been searching for?